Hello, 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 everybody. How y'all doing out there? Larry Poncho Brown here. Welcome to Ponchothon, the warehouse edition. Woo! In case you all don't know it, I have been having some mad technical difficulties since Sunday. And even today that we're live, we got a storm outside, so anything could happen. I'm supposed to be in 3 locations today on Facebook, but you can see the show right now on Facebook and YouTube. My personal page, Facebook at Larry Poncho Brown. So if you can check in and say hello, let me know where you're tuning in from. We would be appreciative of that. We can know that things are connecting a little way. We got Chandra Guy checking in from YouTube. We got Miss Rachel Braxton checking in from YouTube, and anybody else out there. We got folks still coming in the room. So if you are out there looking, if you're out there on YouTube, just give us a holler so we can know that you're out there. Yeah, technical problems do exist every now and then, but we're going to get right back into this whole thing here. We got a couple things coming up. Just want y'all to know about, the show is trying to make the show more interactive. Let you know some of the things that's happening in our community, shows that are happening, different things that are going on. Hopefully, if you have any questions about anything, you'll put them in the comment stream as we proceed through the show. Plan to come here every day through Thursday, and then we will determine at that point if we're going to resume the show once a week, or maybe we'll come up with some other surprises. So right now we're in my studio. We have a pretty crazy studio around here. You can see this is one side of the studio. I know you just see this one view, but that is the other side of the studio over there. But from time to time, things are going along. We got Mr. Aaron Rice. Thank you for checking in. Aaron is my tech guy. Aaron Rice is my man. He is a genius, boy. I tell you, everything that I am technically is because of this guy right here, Aaron Rice. So thank you for checking in, Aaron. He's done some really, really nice things for me. He's taught me how to do streaming. He's taught me how to do 3D mapping. And he's taught me so many other things that I couldn't even mention here on the show. But he's a really, really wonderful guy. And he also helps me with documenting work and works of other artists that we work with. So if you're out there, give him a little wave so we can know. I need to get his logo on the screen too as one of our helpers because that's something else we're going to be doing. If you watched the show yesterday, you know that I had a couple people here. We are no longer on a live test, so I can get rid of that. We had some people here that were. We had Mr. Kenneth Gatewood check in yesterday. If you didn't see the show, if you want to see that show, you can go to YouTube and find the show from yesterday. He came in and talked to us for a while. Another well-known artist. We had a caller call into the show yesterday. So if any of you are interested in calling into the show, you got some few words, just let me know. Basically, what's going to happen is that we do trivia questions here. We do all kinds of other things. But simplistically, if you see something I show, you can always just click this button right here. You can like quick pay by just cash apping us and Zelling me to my phone number. Okay. That's if I show up an item that's like $10, $5, whatever, rather than going through the formalities of all the things we used to do. We have simplified it quite a bit. Now you can just hit one of those two things. I'll see what's happening. I'll hold that item for you. A lot of the items I'm going to show you on the show, some of these things are one of a kind. So I know you're waiting for the next thing to see what's going on, but in this environment, it's best if you see it to go ahead and grab it because remember, other people will be watching and other people will be joining the room soon. So if you're out there and you're joining the room, drop me a comment on any of the platforms that you're on, just to let me know what city you're in and your name and your city, and we'll keep on plugging through the show and showing you some different things. We will be resuming the show at 7 o'clock each day, so we're going to go ahead and get the party started. Let's see. We're going to start off with I have these card sets. And on these card sets, I do a lot of cards, a lot of note cards. I think note cards are great because you get an opportunity to just share some things. Miss Chandra Guy has been around. She's a collector of mine too. Chandra has been in 4 or 5 cities, so I'm glad to hear you're still in Atlanta. Thank you for joining us. Anybody else out there, let me know. We got Sunshine Joy. Yes, she's here from Baltimore, and she's been supporting the show the last couple of days too. So people are beginning to come in the room. But this first item right here is a note card set, and it's a special. I have box card sets, which I've shown earlier on the show, and then I also have these note cards that are specialty card sets. This is one of the specialty card sets. This set right here is actually called the royalty cards, and the royalty cards consist of 2 sets of paintings of mine. One is I'm trying to get the reflection off of it. This I hold it from the bottom. There you go. This one right here is the title of this is Of Queens. Of Queens. I sold the original to this piece. It comes with 4 cards in this set. She has a counterpart called Of Kings. Get the reflection off of it. And then there's another set called Black One. And then there's another card called Black 2. There you go. So that's a royalty card set. It's 4 cards, 4 envelopes, a small little pack. We normally sell those things for around $10. But today, if you want one of these packs, just cash at me $5 and I'll send them to you. Anything that you cash app or Zelle me, I will eat the shipping on it. How's about that? If you order from the website, we can negotiate, but we got some great things here available. I want you to take advantage of that. That is the royalty card set. If you want that, just put royalty note cards and I will send that to you and you can start making some other people smile. That's right, y'all. So that's what's going on. We get ready to get started. How y'all doing out there? How y'all doing as far as, I'm ready for some, to give up some trivia questions today. I think I got a couple good questions for you, for those of you that are good at Googling. But we're going to start with that royalty card set. Remember that it's just $5, y'all. You want that card set? Just say, I want the royalty card set. All right, I got another card set I want to show you. And this one is kind of a tribute. It's like I would say this is a sisterhood pack. So the first one, that's the first card. I'll put it up close to the. I'm really bad with the camera because everything's reversed. That's one card. That's a spirit card. This is the spirit card set. There's one card. There's actually 4 cards in that set. That's another card. And then you get a chance to get that card too. So this right here really appeals to males and females. It's more of a spiritual kind of a card set. So if you like that card set, this one too, you can get for $5. Just cash at me at $ the art of Poncho, and I could send that to you. And if you have decided to order those cards, just say it on the screen, put it in the comment stream so I know you got it, and I'll be looking out for your payment on Cash App or on Zelle. So that's what's going on, y'all. How's everything going out there? I got a couple things, a couple announcements that I probably have repeated during the week, but for those of you that are tuning into the show for the first time, there's some. I try to keep you abreast of some of the things that I'm doing in my city and in other cities. The primary show is that I'm doing is one called 5 by 5 Baltimore. And it's about a group of Lehigh Valley artists, 5 of them, and 5 Baltimore artists, and we've gotten together to do a exhibition. And so this is a advertisement for that show. This was the grand opening information, so I'm just giving you a blow up of it so you can know where it is and the information of the artists that are participating in this. We are having a panel discussion this weekend for the show. And so the panel discussion will be happening on Saturday, August 1st at 4 p.m. If you get a chance to swing by and check out that exhibition, please do, because not only is it a beautiful exhibition, but it's going to be a really interesting art talk. You know, artist talks are pretty interesting because you get to hear each artist and how they feel about their work and the things that they're conceptualizing, and they share that and try to articulate with that to you. And I always find it to be very informative to sit in on something, and very seldom do you get a chance to sit in on a detailed art panel like we have with 10 artists in it. So it's going to be really exciting, happening this weekend. It's going to probably start at 4 o'clock, and we're not going to put any finishing time on that. But if you get there at 4 o'clock, you'll catch the action. Go to Eventbrite to get tickets because they have a capacity. And last time I checked, the capacity was getting up to its full limit. So right now, and if you're interested in coming to that, make sure you secure your space by going to Eventbrite. Look up 5 by 5 Baltimore, and you will see that. Okay, so the spirit card set has been purchased by Sunshine Joy. Thank you so much. I'm going to make a note of that, and we will keep the party started. So what else is going on? The spirit card set is yours. Anybody else that wants the spirit card set, please let me know, and I will save your pack. We got, we have so much inventory around the studio. So if you want one, just say it. We got it. I'm going to be trying to reduce and downsize my studio in the coming years. And so you'll see me doing lots of projects to try to stimulate movement. The show is going to be a kind of a byproduct of that. So feel free. Hey, tell your friends to tune in. We got a couple people tuning into the show right now. We got some folks coming in from YouTube, and we got some folks coming in from Facebook. And I see on my message panel that y'all coming from both places, so that's fantastic. All right, so what I'm going to do is I showed a piece day 3, I think it was. I pulled out some old ceramic stuff, and I think Miss Sunshine Joy got one of them. She got my first cup, but before that cup was made, because that was thrown. That was the first time I ever threw a cup before. Last time too. So I did a lot of first time things. I worked at Baltimore Clayworks. For those of you that want to know a place where you can go if you're local, Baltimore Clayworks has a wonderful facility where you can go take classes, and all of my ceramic classes I've taken from there. So I happened to run into a box of some of that early stuff, y'all. So I'm going to show you my first what they call a pinch pot. A pinch pot is basically it's a small pot. You form it by hand. You make yourself a nice little slab of clay and you roll it out with a rolling pin and you shape it. And then we went and even got my little signature on the bottom. We got my P on the bottom. So this pinch pot right here is pretty cool. I mean, you could use it to put little specialty things on your desk. You might have some keepsake stuff. Anything that you need a small container for. And this is very heavy, by the way, because this is made of solid clay. This pinch pot today, I am letting someone have a piece of memory for just $25. It's blue in color. If you want that pinch pot, just say, I want the pinch pot, and the pinch pot will be yours. If you want the pinch pot, whenever you go to Zelle or to Cash App, please put the name of your name, not only with your name, but the item that you are buying so that I can make sure I keep up with that. So here's my first pinch pot, y'all. If y'all want that pinch pot, if you're watching the recording of this and the show is over and this is still available to you, you can have this pinch pot. It is blue on the inside and a rust color on the outside. Very, very heavy. Perfect for holding something keepsake. You might have something to put your rings in, something to put your little keepsakes in. This is a good spot for it. So if you want that, just put pinch pot, $25, y'all, and that piece will be yours. I have another piece that I found in that box that has me smiling because this was a slab assignment. Slab assignments when you take the clay, you roll it out with a rolling pin, you get it to like a 1/4 inch, and then you start making stuff from that slab, okay? So it's not traditionally thrown like on a wheel. But here is y'all want to see my first kind of funky vase? Because I got to do something funky, right? I just can't do a regular vase like everybody else. So here's my first vase. Look at that. This is made totally ceramic. I had to make the bottom. It's signed on the bottom. I don't even remember what year I did this. But this is at least 20 years old. And what it's got blue on the inside. It's blue around the edges. It's got that funky little, you could put like a plant in here. You could put some other little keepsakes in here. But if you want to buy my first funky vase, because I am clearing a lot of things out and purging down to the things I really need. And some of this stuff is just accumulating. I want you to benefit from it. If you want this blue vase, I call it the funky vase, then just put funky vase in the comment section and this vase will be yours. That's right, y'all. It'd be yours for just, I could get $80 for this because I made it and it's the only one on the planet. But for you today, you can get it for $40. That's right. Want my funky vase? Just put $40 in this piece. Put this in Cash App, and this piece is yours. So I showed two very, very rare pieces today. I hope you get a chance to get up. And what's those prices, y'all? $25 and $40. Come on, y'all. Don't be sleeping out there now. That's right. So thank you for tuning in. Hoping some more people will come into the room. I'm going to get ready for a trivia question, and then I'm going to try to do something online. Hey, how you like that? So I'm going to do something a little different this time. I got a couple of trivia questions up for you. If you're close to me, and I got some friends that's close to me, and they know I've talked a lot, so they know a lot of this stuff. So it's kind of they cheating a little bit. You know who you are if you participate every show, and so we want some other folks that have an opportunity. You know who you are. But what we're going to do is we're going to do a trivia question now. Let me see which one we're going to start with. All right, I'll give you something you got to search for. The trivia question is, where was my first major exhibition? Where was my first major exhibition? If you come up with the answer to that question, you will win a prize. That's right. I got tons of little knickknacks and things I could send for gifts around here. So if you get a chance, that's my first trivia question. The first person to log in with an answer, a correct answer that is, you will win. And in this case, I'm going to let everybody participate in this one because you got to do a little searching to find that one. Okay. All right. What we got next? I got a catalog here I want to show you. These catalogs we call these exhibition catalogs, and the exhibition catalog is kind of like a catalog. It's like a art show in your hands. Basically, it's about 8 by 8 inches. Normally, on my major shows, we do a catalog in conjunction with the show. As you can see, this was done by Art for the Soul Gallery, and that was in Springfield, Massachusetts, quite a few years ago. And so here is a catalog. It's nice because this, people collect coffee table books and they also collect catalogs. So the first page is, about the show. Tells you this was in February of 2017. It has a little bit of a foreword. It's got an artist statement in there. It's like a small 28-page catalog. It's got a commentary from me. It's got a curatorial statement by Kabibi Ajanku. And this is what the catalog looks like. So it's full color. It's just like having a catalog in your hands, just like having a small little coffee table book, mini little coffee table book. I have a whole series of about 8 of these. You can find all of them on my website. But as you can see, this gives you slight overview of some of the images that was in the exhibition. And we've done quite a few shows like this. This was a solo exhibition. And I've been fortunate enough to have had at least 10 solo exhibitions in the last few years. And I might have another one coming up sometime in October. I'll keep you posted on that once we get some more details worked out. But this is the Stronger Than Pride catalog. And this normally sells for $25, but I'm going to give you an autographed copy for $15. $15 if you want this Stronger Than Pride catalog. Just put $15, cash app that. This is a quick buy. You can go ahead and do, if you do cash app, I will hold this for you, okay? That's right, just go and you can pay on, as you see right there, it's got cash app at the Art of Poncho, and you can Zelle also at this, and you will receive free shipping if you use either one of those, okay? Really nice collectible. If you have some of my work in your house and you might be planning to pass your works down to your children or somebody in the family, it'd be nice to have a couple of things like this because they actually validate the collection and they validate the actual exhibition. Like I said, I did that in 2017. These all have historical notes, and all the artworks that I do travel to certain places. These books help me keep track of where pieces have traveled. So if you want the Stronger Than Pride catalog, just put it in the comment stream and I will go ahead and save that for you. Okay, so Sign Joy says, she said it was a very good show. Thank you very much. Kabibi Junko just checked in. And then we got one trivia question that says, do you have any collaborations with Kabibi Ajanku? As a matter of fact, I do have one. And if you would like to see it, I will put it on the screen. Let me show you how to use my website, which is part of the show anyway. So I'm going to go here and for Miss Sunshine Joy, I'm going to see if I can find one of those pieces that me and Kabibi Ajanku have worked on together. I'm going to add my store to the screen, and let's see if we can find that piece without me embarrassing myself too bad, because this tech thing can be a bit of a challenge. And so if I'm not mistaken, a couple of those things might be on, this is my website. So for those of you that are not familiar, I have a website that has a pretty extensive amount of my original works on it. And I want to make sure you learn how to use this. So this segment right here, I'm going to show you one. Let me see if I can locate one of Kabibi's pieces that can't be too far away. I did a quarantine here early in January this year, and I invited 15 artists to come in and work with me. And Kabibi was one of the artists that came in to work with me during that period of time. And we finished quite a few small originals. And I have one here, but you can see how much work is here. Just trying to get narrowed down to that page so you can see one of those pieces. As you can see, those pieces range in price. They're around maybe $800. But you know, one thing you need to know about the show, and I'm going to go ahead and put this on the screen now so you can know what's happening, is that if you see something you want, you can use a discount code. At the bottom of the screen, you see from the website, when you get ready to purchase, you can use that discount code to purchase anything on the website for the period that this show is going on. These shows will be going on through Thursday. And so let me see if I can, I'm getting closer to one of her pieces. As you can see, I loaded so many new originals on this website that it can be, because I can't remember the titles of the pieces that we did. I can show you one piece that wasn't necessarily a collaboration, but it is a piece that I did titled Kabibi. I did that when we were doing our quarantine. Let's see if I can make that a little, as you can see, I'll try to make it a little larger for you, but it's an abstract piece. And, you know, it's, as you can see, that piece sells for 500. But what will you get it for online, y'all? Ah ha ha! You get it for 50%. So make sure you're paying attention. This piece right here is a piece by Kabibi Jajanku too. This one's entitled Brethren. But Brethren, I think she has. But if you decide you want to purchase it, I have it on here now for $900. You will get it for $450. $450. That's two pieces. So I have one other piece in particular that I want to show you, which was my favorite, and it was this one right here. It's called My Protector, and it's an abstract piece of an angel. At pieces by me and Kabibi Ajanku as well. So that's the piece. If you are interested in any of those pieces, simply remember the titles, My Protector. You can, and then when you get ready to purchase it, you'll simply go to this spot right here. You will hit Add to Cart. You'll see that corner panel come down. You can go View the Cart. And I will take off this right here. And as you can see, when I take that off, I have a couple items that's still in the shopping cart from our last show. But as you can see, when you total everything up there, see that discount code, PONCHOTHON, that's what you're looking at. That discount is what you get on the website. So for My Protector, that piece sells for $1,000. You would be able to get that piece for $500. So I hope I answered your question and showed you how the website works at the same time. But if you want any of those pieces, simply go to the website and check them out. And let me tell you something about these collaborations. Collaboration is a rare opportunity for you to collect a piece with two artist signatures on it. They're very, very, very rare. There is a trend right now of many artists who are colleagues working together doing collaborations, and I've been doing them since 2006. So it will be a nice collectible just because of that fact. Very rarely do you see pieces that are by more than one artist. And so, yes, Stronger Than Pride exhibition did travel to Fells Point. You know, Kabibi Ajanku is the curator over at the Frederick Douglass Isaac Myers Museum. And we got a 2-hour trivia question. I opened that up, so let me go ahead and deal with that trivia question. The trivia question was, where was my first major exhibition? Anybody got an answer for that? You know, whoever gives up the answer first is the person that will win that. So let me see what we got on it. Got a couple people that had chimed in on that. So I'm going to go up here and say, who's got it? I think we got one person. She says it's the Jacob Javits Convention Center. Well, you gave me the place, the building, but you did not give me the exhibition. So I'm going to give you partial credit for that because you got the right spot. But there is a specific show that is a major show and I want you to come up with the name of that show. All right? So make sure you do that. Find the name of the show that was at the Jacob Javits Convention Center. That was my first exhibition. Still waiting for that to come through. So you are quite welcome, Sunshine. Wanted to see those pieces by Kabibi, and I am glad you asked about that. All right, so I'm going to also show you a piece by that's another our next piece up. So let me go back in here, and I'm going to go back and try to find. There's a piece in here by. When you go in here, you go to shop. You can go to different subjects. I'm going to originals. There are a couple of pieces in here that have. I have a drawing in here by me and Mr. Dion. This right here is what's the piece that we want to talk about. It's called Afrofuture. Afrofuture is also one of those collaborations. And if you look at it, it's got, let's see if I can blow it up a little bit for you. It's got this part to the left is my drawing, and this part to the right is his drawing. And we have similar drawing styles. So as you can see, it's a really, really nice drawing. Now, when you're collecting artwork, drawings are kind of one of those things that is like a special category. Because often drawings are the pieces that people use to do larger pieces if they decide to use them as studies. But studies really appreciate and value pretty quickly. And this is one of those pieces. And you can imagine, you see it's got my signature on it, but this piece also has Dion's signature on it too. But that is this piece called Afrofuture. If you want Afrofuture, simply go to the website, use that code, and you will get Afrofuture for 50% off. There you go. That means you will get an original piece for $450. That piece measures 9 by 12 inches. It's graphite on paper, was just created this year. So if you're interested in building your collection with that small original, that would be an excellent piece to get. There you go. So I'm still waiting for the remainder of that question. And I think it's going to come up. If not, I'm going to give you the answer. But she does have the building. I would give you a clue because I will tell you that the show does not exist anymore. But wherever you got this information, I think she might have it. That is Art Expo New York. Very, very good. That is a winner. Rachel Braxton, thank you. She was Googling. She had to Google to find that one. I made sure I found some questions that you got to kind of look for. And I don't know where she found it, but there you go. Art Expo was my first real bona fide exhibition. And that show kind of put me on the map. So thank you so much for tuning in on that. And again, we're talking about this piece by Dion. If you're interested in that, you can do that as well. And I'm going to go and show you a couple more things. But hey, stay tuned. All right, all right, all right, y'all. Here we go. I got a piece here. I got, I have like samples from different projects that I've done that's I am trying to clear out. All of these are good deals. I hope you're paying attention. If you're watching this show in the course of the week and you say, hey, I like that, and you didn't see the live show, you are still eligible to purchase these pieces. Simply remember the description of the piece. You can still use the comment stream underneath of that piece. I'll still get it. Or you can send me an email to my email address at larryponchobrown@gmail.com, which I will put on the screen for you. But these pieces are one of a kind. Okay. You say protector, sir, purchase. Which protector? Please help me out with that. I don't know what protector is. Oh, you want Kabibi Ajanku's piece. Very, very good. I appreciate that. I'm going to write that down. You are getting the protector by Kabibi Ajanku. And you can just purchase that straight from the website and you will get that 50% discount. Very good. I will be looking to see if you indeed show up on my shopping cart, which you should. And if when we do that, that piece is yours. It's being held right now for you. Okay. So make your way over. I already see it just came up on the screen. Very good. You got a beautiful piece. Thank you so much, and congratulations to you, and congratulations to Kabibi Ajanku also. She'll be glad to hear that piece sold. No, she won't be glad to hear that it's sold because she didn't even want me to have it. You know, when we do collaborations, typically we alternate. So if I do 10 pieces, the person I'll let them take one, I take one, and we just take the ones we want. And so in our trade, a couple pieces went to her, but the protector did come back to me. And so we will make sure we take care of that for you. And yes, I did see that. She said, my protector. You said, yes, I got you. And you said, through your website. So we got you. And Kabibi here is watching too. She says, congratulations. She loves that piece. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate that. Those of you that are still logging into the show, please put your name and your state in the comment stream. We have other trivia questions coming up, but I also got some giveaway stuff. This is, well, I don't call it giveaway stuff. You know, I have this stuff that's rare. I keep samples of everything that I participate in. After a while, I have boxes and boxes of books, book covers, t-shirts, tank tops, canvas bags, and I'm going to be pulling that stuff out in the next couple of days and throughout the summer and into the fall, because we're going to be doing this format. We're doing it 5 days now to just get used and get reacclimated, because I had to relearn a lot of the technology to be able to do the show live. As you can imagine, I'm directing it too and doing all the things to make it look like what you see on the other side of the screen. So I got a t-shirt here. Now, this is a special shirt. This shirt right here, I was the featured artist for the Capital Jazz Festival. Okay? Now, this shirt has the date and it has all of the people that were in that show. As you can see, the OJs, Erykah Badu, yada, 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 Kim, Faith Evans, Shaka Khan. These people were all at the show, and I was the featured artist on June the 8th in 2014. You believe that? Time is flying. So this shirt right here, y'all, was selling for $40 back then. This is a vintage collector's item that nobody's going to have. Okay? Now, I'm going to tell you now the size for all you little small people, unless you know how to sew, hint, hint, and you can make something else out of it, hint, hint. This is a 2XL. Now, you know, you ladies, y'all can get away with just about everything. You rock this with some leggings, and you in style. I am selling this Capital Jazz Fest tee for $25. They sold for $40 at the show, y'all. So come on now. This is what we do. It's got one of my pieces on the front. It's a silk screen. This is not those canvas, those transfers. and it has a full lineup of all the people that was on the show. So if you want this tee, and I'm gonna have a lot of stuff like this one of a kind. If you can sew, you can make this into something else. If you have an imagination, you can rock this 2X because I have this and I have a tee. But the first item up is the Capital Jazz Fest t-shirt. If you want that, just put Capital Jazz T, Capital Jazz T, and that shirt will be yours for $25. Now, what you can do with that, that is a quick purchase. So you can go to my Cash App and or Zelle, and that piece will be yours. I'm going to put that back on the screen for you so you can see it. There you go. If you want this shirt, simply say, I want it, because somebody else is thinking about it while you're thinking about it. This shirt can be yours for $25. But wait. Not only do we have that, but I found another item. And this is just like that, but it is a tank. That's right. And guess what? This is big too. This is a 2X tank for the ladies. It'll be a nice little dress with some breathing room. It also has the lineup on the back. These were selling for $40 back in 2014, y'all. If I put these on eBay, I can get more money than that for the shirts because they're rented shirts. Some of these shirts are collectibles. You know how it is in that kind of game when folks collecting things. So the tank also is up for sale. First person to respond, it belongs to. You either want the tank or you want the tee. Both of them are 2Xs, and guess what? Both of them are $25. If you want one of those, put it in the comment stream, and we will take care of that. Okay, so Miss Braxton wants the tee. Very good. And you can go to Cash App to secure that piece, and you will get free shipping. You have a whole lot of other prizes coming anyway, so that's smart moves. You know, you get a trivia question, you buy a little something. You're gonna have a nice little package in a little bit. So, and then we also have you want the tee or the tank, because I see both. Do you want both of them or do you want one or the other? Please clarify, Miss Braxton, whether you want the tank or the tee. And if you want the tank and the tee, simply put 50 in Cash App, and both of them will be coming your way. Okay, so you want the tank. So that means that the tee is still available for anybody that's watching. I will get you the tank. Say Rachel Braxton. Yes, we are rocking and rolling. Thank you so much. We'll take care of that for you. She wants the tank. All right, y'all. What else we got here? I want to go and grab something off the wall because, you know, we do a little bit of everything. I got some pieces that are here on my desk. I have some pieces on the wall. I got some pieces in the studio. We're going to try to mix it up a little bit, but right now I'm going to show you a painting that I have that's sitting right here and that I want you to check out. So in the studio, I have a lot of small originals hanging, as you can see behind me, and as you can see, so here you go. This piece right here is, since we're on a musical theme, this piece is titled Verve Remixed. Verve Remixed. I'm trying to keep the reflection off of it the best I can, so I'm holding it weird. It's one of my musical and instrumental pieces. I did a series of these back in the day, and this piece was also one of assignments I gave for a paint party recently, and all I did was go back in and really kind of put the Larry Poncho Brown touch on it. This piece right here normally sells for about $1,200. As a matter of fact, we're going to look this up online and see what it is, but the bottom line is I'm offering you this framed piece, Verb Remix. And if you don't know what Verb is, that's the name of a company that does jazz music and jazz remixes. That's why I did this piece. So it's entitled Verve Remix. I actually listen to a lot of that music. If you get a chance to check that music out, you do the same. But if you need a nice musical piece in your space, check this one out, Verve Remixed. And you can purchase this from the website. So just put in the word in that search window, Verve, V-R-B. Let me see what, I want to give you a price first because it might be higher online. You can have this piece right here. It's normally $1,200, between the $1,200 and $2,000 range. You can have this piece for $500. If you want this original piece, is one of a kind piece that will probably not be ever published. This is a good purchase for you if you like and you want a musical piece. And it's kind of abstract too for those of you that want something that's a little more abstract, that's not so figurative. And this price includes the frame. So if you want Verve Remixed, that is an original piece. Just put it up on the screen, say you want it, and it's yours. And if you are watching the replay of this and you're interested in this piece, go to the comment stream and do the same thing, or send me an email to larryponchobrown@gmail.com, and this piece will be yours for $500. All right, so we're pulling things off the wall. I want you all to, if you have any questions for me, put a question in the comment stream, and I will try to address those questions, okay? Okay, so you know I do a lot of masks, a lot of resin pieces, something that I really like to work on. I want to do more of that in the coming months when things cool down a little bit because the studio can get a little warm in the summertime. But I have this one piece that is a resin piece. And so I want you to see this up close. Now, if you look at it, it is a mask. And it's just like the one I showed in yesterday's show. The exception is that this mask is poured with clear resin. So it's an Afrocentric looking face, and it has these colorful eye pupil kind of treatments in it. And so I painted the background, I casted it in clear resin, and then I actually poured it and set it inside of resin. Really nice little jewel-like piece. This piece would normally sell for around $1,000 or so. But these are the one-of-a-kind three-dimensional pieces that I have. If you're interested in something like this, it's completely different. This piece right here is actually is built in a wood casing, and it is going for $500. $500. If you like this piece, just put resin mask, and we will take care of this piece for you. Okay. We might even help you, have you help me title it if you decide to purchase it. But this is some, along the lines of some of the casted pieces that I do. Very, very rare. It's just something I do every now and then, but I wanted to start doing more of works like this one. So if you like that piece, just put resin mask, clear resin mask, and this piece will belong to you. All right, so we got another piece here. I got a little abstract pieces on the wall. I got some small pieces that are like 12 by 12 inches. This is a canvas piece This one is entitled Flux Number Two. There's actually a series, so maybe I need to show you both of them. All right, these are two small canvas pieces. And like I said, sometimes I just go and I do abstract pieces. I do mostly figurative pieces. Most of my work's on acrylic. I do a lot of small originals, and so I'll show you another booklet of mine and thumb through a few of those booklets so you can see a few of those pieces. I might even pull a few of them out and show them to you. But this is one piece. This is Flux Number Two. And this one right here is Flux Number One. Now I did these two abstract pieces. They actually kind of are meant to be a pair, or they can hang on top of each other. There's a funky set. You know, sometimes you have that little funky space on your wall that needs some small pieces. But I made these so that they can kind of revolve around. You could do some funky things with them if you want to make them do some things. Pretty nice little abstract pieces. Flux Number One, Flux Number Two. They normally sell for about $1,000 if you saw them in a gallery. And so today, if you want to get these, they'll be $450 each for Flux Number One and Flux Number Two. Okay? If you like these pieces, you want something a little abstract, you want something you can play around with in a small space in your place and have two really nice collectible pieces. You got Flux Number One and Flux Number Two. If you like those two pieces, just put in the comment stream Flux, and we will hold these two pieces for you. Okay? Two more originals off the wall. So what's going on out there, y'all? What's going on? Do y'all have a question for me? I want somebody to shoot me an intelligent question in the comment stream. Just go to the comment stream. Got a couple people still watching the show. Just go in and put your question, and we will try to address whatever your question is. Meanwhile, I'm going to show you this item here. I have a affirmation card set that I did with my partner in crime, Ayanna Harrison. She's a wellness coach. And what we did is we came up with a whole set of these cards. Now, they set up inside of a nice little box, as you can see. It comes like that. And you can buy these and either take these cards and put them inside of a greeting card. You can put something in somebody's pocket. You can put it in their hand. It's just got some affirmations that I think most people would like. And these are not that expensive either, but they're a really nice set. So as you can see, it's 12 different cards. They all have an image of mine on the front. And they have a quote on the back, a wellness quote on the back by Ayanna Harrison. So if you like that set, and you like the little affirmation every day, you have some people that might need to get a little affirmation too, then get my affirmation card set. They just $10. So you can just Zelle that to me. You can Zelle that, and I'll go ahead and drop this inside your package. This is the affirmation card set. And I'll give you an example of one of her quotes. It says, "Life's most painful losses can lead you to life's most beautiful findings. Meditate on that." That is what this affirmation card says. And so each one of the cards has a different affirmation. If you like that and you are a spiritually driven person, make sure you get one of these affirmation card sets. We got plenty of them here. They're just $10 a piece. So it's one of our lesser expensive items, but a really nice item, a nice gift too. All right, y'all, let's see here. We got room for, I guess it's time for another trivia question. I think y'all might be ready for that. So let me see. Anybody out there got a question for me? Are y'all still there, or are y'all all drifted away? Let me know. I'm going to ask a question. First of all, I want to give you something that you can look at. Many of you don't know that I am a photographer, and I am planning to put together a exhibition of my photography in 2027. And so this would be a good opportunity for me to give you a sneak preview of some of my photography, because you know me for my paintings, you know me for my drawings, you know me for my sculptures, and many, many other things. I do murals, but you probably aren't aware of the fact that I also do photography. And so here is some of those pieces so you can get an idea of what that exhibition could look like. My next trivia question for today is, what trend have I been critical of? What trend have I been critical of? If you're watching the show, we encourage you to go out, Google, do what you can. First person to respond to this trivia question will receive a free gift. What trend have I been critical of? I need to get some music playing when y'all are trying to get these answers right too. So yeah, that's the question. If you think of something, if you find something, just please put it in the comment stream. First person to respond will receive a free gift. That's right, y'all. What is the trivia question? You see my little graphic pop up in the corner. I'm trying to look like I know what I'm doing, right? I am just experimenting away, y'all. That's what happens when you're in here and you're trying to innovate. You got to come up with some stuff. I'm still slightly defeated by the technology thing. I tested all day long. I tested like an hour. I tested for a half an hour to make sure things were stable. I went live and we still lost one location. But that leaves us tomorrow, right? You got to keep on trying. At least I was successful at solving the first major problem that I have. And we have not crashed yet because of the storm. Knock on wood. So the trivia question is, what trend have I been critical of? If you're watching the show, if you don't give up an answer, that's okay. We will keep that in the kitty for the next time around, but we got a few people still watching. So I want to know, what trend have I been critical of? See if anybody's got an answer out there. And if you have any questions out there, please let me know what those questions are, and I will take care of that. That's right, y'all. The trivia question is, what trend have I been critical of? If you're watching the show, periodically we show trivia questions. We got a couple people on YouTube and a couple people on Facebook. If you can come up with that answer, you will win a free gift. What trend have I been critical of? Okay, what else we got? We got a couple of shows. I told you about my show happening. We got a artist talk this weekend. I try to hype up a business every now and then. So this is a local business. This is a good friend of mine. So I'm going to go ahead and hype her up while we get ready for folks to answer that trend question. Here you go. This piece right here is a friend of mine. She is in Baltimore City. This lady right here is Shirley Kidding. Cook her behind off. She has been. I'm looking at the grilled chops, the grilled lamb chops already. Hey y'all, if you are in Baltimore area, she has 2 days where she is selling dinners. Everybody's on their hustle and grind, and if you are part of this Asian boycott, then you need somewhere to eat. And I know some people out there that can burn, and Shirley's one of those people that can burn. Chef Shirley. So she's got 2 days at 12 p.m. And from 12 to 6 p.m. on Tuesdays and Thursdays. You can go to that address, and she is making dinners. Now you can call and cash app her. Her information is at the bottom, or you can Zelle her too at the bottom. Write that information down if you're interested in one of these dinners. I think she says you get, two sides with her a main course. I got my eyes on the smothered braised, smothered turkey wings. That happens to be one of my weaknesses. So if you are watching the show and you are in the Baltimore area and you are looking for some good home cooking because you're trying not to go to that Chinese joint in your neighborhood, then make sure you call Miss Shirley and she will definitely take care of you. I'm going to be hyping up anybody that I work with that is doing something positive in the community and selling something. We got a lot of entrepreneurs. We got a lot of people that are doing different things. You got something you want me to put on the show? Hey, send me a graphic like this. I'll put it on the screen and I will shout you out there. But check out Chef Shirley. She's got her dinners going on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I might try to hit a Thursday and get one of those braised smothered turkey wing dinners. Woohoo, y'all. That's what I'm talking about. So what else we got here? All right, so I got one person here. I know she was itching, and y'all sitting still. So she had to come in. She had to come in and try to break up some of the silence. Thank you for tuning in. Hopefully, you got Shirley's contact information. If you want me to show it again before the show is over, I can do that. But we also have a trivia question that's out right now. And yes, indeed, she has the answer. And the answer is confining black art displays to Black History Month. She put February, but Black History Month. She is correct. She has won another trivia question. You know, she's been winning just about every other trivia question, so somebody's paying attention. If y'all out there, give Miss Rachel a hand for getting the correct answer. But we will take care of that. You got about 12 free items coming from the last few shows because you got all the answers right. Some of them you knew, and others you had to find like everybody else. So you must have some detective skills. Thank you so much for tuning in. We are just getting to the 1 hour mark, and I think this might be a good spot for me to just sign off. If y'all want to see more art, hey, put it in the stream. I'll show you a couple more things. If you want me to regroup and come back tomorrow, I can do that too. We're still trying to figure out how we're doing this. Some of our other shows have been 2 hours, but we've had enough people in the room to sustain that. And so right now, I'm just checking the screen to see who's watching. We got some folks that appear to be on YouTube and some folks that appear to be on my two Facebook locations. So if you all have any personal questions you want to ask me, feel free to put them in the comment stream and I will put them up on the screen. Meanwhile, it's we just had a storm in Baltimore, and I was glad we didn't lose our. Sometimes the power goes out in this neighborhood. Well, I just want you guys to get a flavor of my city. If you're not familiar with Baltimore, or haven't been in Baltimore in a while, you may not have seen Baltimore at night, but here you go. Well, everybody, we're going to get ready to sign off for tonight. Waiting for folks to put stuff in the comment stream, just waiting to see who's around. We had a nice little crowd today. Hopefully, we'll get a few more folks in today. Do me a big favor and spread the word to your friends. This opportunity will be going on through Thursday, and I will be resuming a once a week schedule. And I might have other shows doing different things in that period of time. We're also preparing for a couple of events happening this fall. One, I'm doing some life drawing classes. I'm going to talk about that a little bit on the next show. And if you are out and about this weekend, there's two shows is ending, so hopefully you get a chance to check those shows out before they end. Like I said, we have the panel discussion happening at the UB Blake Center. Is happening at 4 o'clock on Saturday. Okay, so that's right here in Baltimore. If you got a chance to swing on by, you get to meet all 10 artists and see a fantastic and awesome show. This has probably been the strongest show I've been a part of in a good little while. And it's got such a great cross section of artists. We also have a show called Convergence that is ending this weekend also in Bethesda, Maryland. And this show is mostly of collaborations. I'm bringing it up because we did sell a collaboration today. We had a question about a collaboration. We showed a collaboration, and we sold a collaboration. So if you want to see more works like that where artists are working together, go to Convergence. It's a wonderful, beautiful show at the Gallery B in Bethesda, Maryland, and that'll be running and ending this month. It ends on I think, what day does it end? I think it ends on the 2nd. So that's the last day you can see that show, and that's right here in Bethesda, Maryland. We also have a show up right now too called Transitions. That's in Baltimore. That's still up and will be running through the 27th, I believe. I mean, to the September, the 26th. So if you get a chance to go past that, this is a wonderful small business that sells wine and flowers in Baltimore City. But they have a great exhibition of. You see that list of artists on there. I'm one of the artists featured in this exhibition. I also have another exhibition that's taking place at the Star Spangled Banner Museum. They did a Maryland America exhibition, which celebrates 250 years of American history. You know, we're in this big America 250 mode, and this exhibition was put together as a adjunct to that circumstance. So if you get a chance to swing by the Star Spangled Banner Flag House Museum, they're right on Pratt Street, right next to the Reginald Lewis Museum. And this is the piece that I did for that particular exhibition. This piece is of a young lady named Grace Wisher. Grace Wisher was an indentured servant that was hired by the Mary Pickering family to create the Star Spangled Banner flag. And so they do not have any pictures of her depicted in history. And I chose to bring her story to life with this photograph. And if you get a chance, go check out that exhibition. It will be up for 2 years, y'all. 2 whole years. Also, for you artists that's out there looking for something to do, I have a show that's going on right now. We got an artist call. If you want to see this artist call, go to my website page, go to my Facebook pages, and you'll see a 100 miles and running link that takes you to a call. If you have a painting by Miles Davis and you want your work to be seen, make sure you apply to that artist call. That's going to be ending sometime next month. But just go to my Facebook page at Larry Poncho Brown and at Art of Poncho. Scroll down a little bit and you will see this graphic, and it'll also have the link to that show. Okay? We also have another show if you want to get involved with that. It's going to be coming up this fall at the UB Blake Center. UB Blake has been doing some fantastic work, so I hope you're paying attention. They are really being active in a way that I really love. They're engaging their community and they're giving artists of color space and place. And we're doing a show in honor of the Baltimore bike culture that's going to be happening and featuring Aaron Mabin, and we're partnering with B360, and we'll be talking about the dirt bike phenomenon and the dirt bike culture. So artists are creating pieces in honor of that. You know, sometimes we look at those things, we have our own opinion about what they stand for. But when it comes to culture, we are culture keepers. Everything we do has a style and a swag and a reason. And so I want to really look at this as more of an art form than a disruption. And maybe we'll learn something about this the next time we see them zigzagging through traffic. But this is going to be a wonderful show with regional artists bringing homage to this particular cultural subject. I'm looking forward to seeing what's going to come out from that. Also, we got a show, and that call is also on my page. Creatively Back Baltimore, you know, is an exhibition I curated at the Inner Harbor. It's been running for 2 years and will be coming down at the end of September. And we are moving to the top of the World Trade Center. And so it's a much, much smaller show. But I am now doing a artist call to get pieces for that particular show. So hopefully, if you're watching the show or you're watching the rerun, you'll get a chance to apply to any of those shows. I'm trying to provide as much wall space as I can for you. And I hope you will do what you need to do and participate. So for right now, we're going to get ready to sign off. Thank you so much for tuning in. And I will be getting a new batch of things together for tomorrow. And meanwhile, have a great evening. Until next time, peace.